Welcome to my core intensive program that is designed to rebuild your core after having a baby. This is the second one in the series. All exercises here are safe if you are suffering from ab separation, formerly called diastasis recti. We will not be spending any time on our stomach, so this is safe for C-section moms as long as you have been approved by your doctor and are ready to start moving. Today we are going to start targeting our core. Think glutes, back, inner core, obliques, and pelvic floor. Since these are easier movements, we are going to focus on engaging both our core and pelvic floor. When I say engage your pelvic floor, I mean squeeze or lift up everything between your pubic bone and your tailbone. Squeeze that up nice and tight, lift that up. That's what I mean when I say engage your pelvic floor. Once you feel comfortable and confident completing all these movements, please progress to the next workout. As always, thank you for choosing to work out with me. I will be talking you through each movement, so if your space is clear, let's get started.
Carry all that you've got. Two heavy hearts is not a lot. I will put out all of the fire. We stumble and fall, and it's not a lie that I die. I can hide what this is.
Okay, let's get started. Slowly take it down to your mat by going down on your side and then flipping to your back. We are going to rotate your hips if you need to and comfortably get your lower back on the ground. We are going to brace our core to keep that lower back on the ground and get your knees directly above your hips. Your core will be engaged this whole time to keep your lower body nice and still. You want to keep that lower back pressed to your mat. You're going to inhale, bring your arms overhead, and then exhale and bring your arms down. Go ahead and inhale on the way up. On the exhale, also lift your pelvic floor. You're squeezing your core and lifting your pelvic floor. Again, up with your arms, inhale, exhale, and lift your pelvic floor and squeeze your core. Continue on and make sure you're keeping your lower back glued to the mat.
For you, I am running for you. I am running for you.
For our next movement, place your hands on your hips. We are going to let one knee fall to either side. Our hands are on our hips to ensure that our hips are not moving. Brace your core. Think about pulling it in and up. Rotate your pelvis if you need to get your lower back on the ground. You're using your inner core muscles to stabilize your core and dropping a leg to either side. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Every time you exhale, think about lifting your pelvic floor. Moving to a TA march. Again, get that lower back on the ground, stabilize your core, thinking about squeezing it up and in, and you're going to be lifting a leg and then lowering it down. Your core should be engaged throughout this whole movement.
Feel it inside, feel the spark, lift you up when you're falling apart. We think we know it all, we stand 10 feet small, with our head on the ground. I think I've seen it all, that I've come so far, but it just got me high till I broke down.
This next movement, again, our core is going to be braced. Our lower back will be flat on the ground. We're sliding out a leg and then switching sides. Inhale as you slide a foot out. Exhale on the way up and lift your pelvic floor. Again, your core should be squeezed the entire time, but every time you lift a knee, you should be also lifting your pelvic floor.
The place where the green isn't covered by snow. Every time that your eyes speak, it's time to let go. Does somebody know?
For this next one, we are going to keep our lower back on the floor. Go ahead and get those knees above your hips and squeeze your core. We are just doing tiny little flutters, and you need to engage that inner core the whole time. thinking about keeping your back nice and flat, breathing through the movement, in through your nose, out through your mouth, but keeping that core nice and tight. If you want to make it a little more difficult, you just move your feet a little further out from your body.
Be what you are, like what you feel. Don't let the colors fade when it's hard to deal. So pick up the dice, give it a roll, get yourself up.
We are moving right along to glute bridge, so we are going to be rolling our hips up, our spine vertebrae by vertebrae. At the top, we are going to have a nice squeeze in our glutes, and then we're going to roll back down. Once you get to the top, I want you guys to think about lifting your pelvic floor just for a second, and then you'll lower back down. So you're breathing in on the way up. On the top, exhale, squeeze your pelvic floor, and then lower all the way back down.
Getting broken, nowhere to go. Does somebody know? Does somebody know of a place?
Roll onto your side, and we are going to do clamshell. So place a hand on your hip, you're lifting a leg and then lowering it. I want you to think about breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And again, every time you're breathing out through your mouth, I want you to think about lifting your pelvic floor.
Does somebody know?
Let's give your glutes a break and move to our obliques. We are going to get your body into a nice line. So your glutes should be squeezed, and then you're moving your hips up. You need to be breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Again, every time you're breathing out, I want you to think about lifting your pelvic floor. So you're keeping your core squeezed the whole time, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, and lifting that pelvic floor on the exhale. For our final movement, go ahead and get into the quadruped position or on your hands and knees. You're going to be taking a leg out and up and then back down. I want you guys to be engaging your core and then lifting your pelvic floor throughout this movement. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. All right, good job today. That is it. We're going to do a short cool down. If you have extensive ab separation or are frequently peeing yourself when you're running or sneezing, repeat this workout until you're comfortable and confident doing these moves with a braced core and a lifted pelvic floor. Once you have mastered that, go ahead and move on to the next workout. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. There's more to come, and I will see you next time.